live. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Whether you are watching this on Instagram or on YouTube, it has been quite a week for the online teaching community, and I wanted to just sit down and chat about it, talk about what a lot of people are going through right now, which is pivoting. Again, if you are watching this on the replay on YouTube, I don't always do vertical video, but right now all of my filming gear is about to get packed because we are leaving to go on a trip. But I wanted to just sit down and talk to fellow teachers, get your input, your experience, what you're going through. Again, if you're watching this live, let me know. And on YouTube, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. I want your thoughts on pivoting. Have you had to pivot jobs before, or are you a teacher doing it for the very first time? Were you already working with multiple companies before all these changes just happened? I don't claim to be an expert on all of the changes that have happened. I just wanted to contribute to the community and all the teachers who have been affected. So I wanted to do a very quick video here on Instagram and then a surprise video on YouTube. This will be going live on Sunday, PS. But it is just talking about ways to pivot as an online teacher. So if you were someone that had to do it, or you have any advice, leave it in the comments wherever you are watching this video. The first thing that I recommend for anybody who's had to pivot is to reach out to your community. That's what we're here for, whether you follow on Facebook groups or YouTube channels or Instagram. If you need to pivot or you are being forced to pivot, the first place to reach out is your community. Are there other people in your same situation? I had a job layoff 2 or 3 years ago, and the first thing I did is I talked to fellow friends and coworkers who had been in a similar situation. What did they do? What did they find that helps? So reaching out to communities, again, anywhere, whether it be me or other online teachers. If it's a specific ESL company, like let's say it was Magic Years or gogokid, reach out to people you know also work or worked for those companies. See what they're doing and also how they are feeling. Secondly, I was told to review your skills. When I lost my job, I had to sit down and first of all, take a breath, because I had just bought a home. I was in a very more vulnerable situation when I lost my job. But I was just told by a recruiter who worked in HR to take a day and just write all of your skills, things that you learned, things that you got better at. For online teachers, you are now very good at talking to people, communications. If you had to give feedback, that is a form of data entry. Look at all of the things that you can do. One of the side jobs I got, and I know I just shared it here on Instagram, I got into voiceover acting because when I got booted out of corporate America, I thought, well, I'm an actor, but I just need, side hustles. I need to add things on with my skills. Now, I don't recommend anybody who just lost their ESL job to go jump into the world of voiceover acting unless that's something they want to pursue and have history of acting or performing. But if you have earned skills from online teaching, again, customer support, people skills, data entry, write all of those down. If you need to find the right lingo and terms to use, go to my best friend in the whole world, google.com. LinkedIn's got a bunch of great information, but just write out things that you are now good at. If you now have experience working with children, that can go on your resume as well. Or did you work for an online company that was specifically targeted toward adults? I don't believe those will have been affected because I do believe the changes in China were simply people who taught children. But if you taught adults, put that on your resume as well. The whole goal here is to not feel like you are high and dry with no skills and have to jump to whatever opportunity crosses your path. Know the skills that you have, know your worth, and again, don't rush to things. You're really taking your time here, if possible. I do understand that as a privilege. But again, just take the time to write down what you've learned, because you can take those skills into wherever life takes you. Thirdly, I wrote, be open-minded to a transition period. This is something I did not do well with when I had to pivot. I wanted to just go from solid job to solid job, and it didn't work that way for me. I did transcription work. I typed. I was a virtual assistant. I did a lot of things while searching for my next big thing, and I want to pass that on to you guys. So whether you want to do another company like Cambly or the other non-Chinese ESL or English companies that maybe don't have as well a pay. You can at least go to them, apply, have them in your back pocket as an option. For me, I have not taught with VIP Kid in a few months, but I am still an employee in case something else happens with YouTube, my courses, OutSchool, my clients I work with on Patreon and off Patreon. If those all go away, all my other streams of income, I know in my back pocket I have VIP Kid, and very shortly I will also have Cambly. Also, if anybody works for Cambly, let me know in the comments or email me. I have some very specific questions for you about that company. But be open-minded. You may have to go do a side hustle for a little bit. For me, I would go and I would do like singing gigs. I would sing at weddings and just various one-day performances. They weren't my favorite things, and I don't recommend doing that sort of work if, again, you are not instilled to do that. This is like a music teacher, performer side hustle. But I did have to, I want to say for a year and a half, I did have side hustles in my schedule while I was still searching for the next thing, the next path. Number 4, very important, I think, is to take time and grieve from this experience. I had many teachers write to me Tuesday and Thursday morning, and they kept saying, Kristen, I need to get on WeChat. I need to get in touch with my family or my family, my students, their families. And I didn't really know how to help in that situation. I could tell they were grieving. They were very upset. So don't see taking some time as weakness. If you were somebody who was really close to your students, their parents, some people I talked to had been working with kids for 3+ years. They knew their family. They knew their sports outside of the ESL and their school schedules. So yes, take the time to grieve. This really is a loss, especially if you woke up the morning that all these announcements happened and you saw all your classes had been canceled. There was no goodbye. I just checked this morning. There are some Facebook groups where Chinese parents are trying to find their English tutors, like their American teachers, through VPNs and social media. So if you are a teacher, take that time to grieve. Clearly, by these Facebook groups, parents over in China are grieving as well. They probably don't know what to even tell their kids. So don't think of it as a shame or as a weakness to take that time to grieve, because that no one, I think, a week ago saw it coming as quickly as it came. So again, if you take that time, figure out your next steps, write out the skills that you've learned. You may have lost the job, but you did not lose the skills. That's the number one thing. When I lost my job, I just thought, oh, I'm worthless, I am nothing. And it took me longer than I cared to admit, a long time to just figure out, here are the skills that I have earned. You know, that last year of working in corporate America was not a waste. So take that time, figure that out. If you're just joining, this will be going live on Sunday. You're also helping me procrastinating packing. But just to recap, ways to pivot as an online teacher: reach out to your community. Again, if it was something that happened this week when all the Chinese companies seem to be shutting their doors, you are not the only one. There are going to be support groups. Again, if you can't find one, reach out to me or anybody else here on this platform. 2 is to review your skills. There is no job that doesn't grant you skills. Even when I worked at restaurants, I was earning skills. I was getting customer support and being able to work with people and as a team and have a boss and follow directions. So write down and review your skills. Number 3 was to be open-minded to this transition period. It may not be as easy as I left job A and I smoothly made it to job B. Like a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. You're probably going to have to take some time and try different jobs. I recommend applying to as many as you can. And number 4, the most important, please take time to grieve. I know if you follow me on any of these social media platforms, you know I just left classroom teaching. And it took me about a good 4 to 5 weeks to realize, like, I am sad from this. This actually upsets me. Did I leave a position that was not good for me physically or mentally? Yes. But was I super close to my students and their families, and I knew, they wanted to do musicals and ensembles and concerts, I had to grieve that as well. So please don't feel like it is a sign of weakness to grieve the loss of, the job you may have had for the last 4+ years in this ESL online community. There are still, at this time, ESL companies that are still, quote unquote, open. I know that VIP Kid had a statement. I don't have it here on the screen, but I know that they stated at this point in time they are staying open. They are going to continue operation as usual. So if you did not teach for them, like let's say you were a Magic Ears or a Go-Go teacher, I would at least put in the application if at this point in time they are still accepting them, but put your name into as many baskets and see what comes of it. I spoke to one of my actor friends last night. I went to a show last night, and she mentioned that when the quarantine happened and she lost all her acting jobs, she was putting out videos of her acting and singing and dancing on Instagram, on Facebook, on Clubhouse, on TikTok. And she kept doing it until she saw traction on one of them. And she just hit over 100,000 followers on TikTok. I'm not saying if you lost your job with an ESL Chinese company to go and, throw your skills all over social media, but that was her example. She took the loss of her jobs and kept moving forward. And I've seen a lot of other Instagram and YouTubers who also teach online say that. Just keep moving forward. This is a bump in the road. I know there are some resources people have put out, like non-Chinese ESL companies. I'm going to have some other videos coming out in the future on YouTube about other high-paying jobs. If you want to take this opportunity to maybe take a break from online teaching, but you still really want to work from home, make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Once again, I don't really film many videos on YouTube that are vertical, but I don't have the time to edit it while I'm traveling, and I really just wanted to reach out to the community and let you know that I am so incredibly sorry that this week went the way that it went. I feel for all of you. I've had so many messages and DMs. I've not gotten back to all of them on Instagram, and I am so sorry. Same on YouTube. I am doing my best to get back to as many as I can. But I figured, how can I help this grieving community when I was not directly affected by this? And I just thought, you know what? I can't tell all these teachers to do, step 1, step 2, and 3 is a brand new job and nothing bad happened. So I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about how to pivot. I was never a teacher with Magic Ears. I was never a teacher with several of these companies that have shut their doors. Yes, I mentioned earlier I'm still employed with VIP Kid, and I'm about to go put an egg in another basket with Cambly. If you weren't here earlier, if you are a Cambly teacher, let me know. Please email me. I've got some very pertinent questions that I just would like to have a quick chat about. But that is my thought on this. I wanted to talk about ways to pivot as a teacher. You guys, be there for each other. That is what this community is. That's why at least I joined this community. If you just started following me in the last few months, I've been on Instagram on this account since 2018, the day after I lost my job in corporate America. I remember vividly sitting at a Panera thinking, what am I doing? I am worth nothing. I don't know why this happened to me. I was very much like in a shock. And I remembered one of my friends when I had done the musical Dreamgirls. A lot of my acting friends in New York weren't waiting tables anymore. They were working for VIP Kid between like 11 p.m. and 3 a.m. They were doing their night shift at home, not having to commute. And that's how they were paying their bills. And I remember just sitting in that Panera thinking, there is no way that ESL online teaching isn't an MLM. Show me where the downline is. Show me where all the money I have to pay up front was. That was my experience with online teaching, getting started. And I worked specifically for VIP Kid, nothing else but them for 2+ years. I ate, slept, breathed everything. I went to Journey. I made over 275 YouTube videos for VIP Kid. And it wasn't until right before the pandemic, I gotten an email asking about this new company called OutSchool. And I felt really bad. I was like, I can't go against VIP Kid. I felt like I was almost like sleeping with the enemy sort of thing. I'm losing all my terminology here. It's the end of the week on a Friday. But I remember just thinking, let's take a shot. If nothing comes of it, you still have your schedule with VIP Kid. And guys, I hate change. I hate it so much. I want to be in a position where everything stays the same. To me, staying the same, at least from a financial or a job situation or viewpoint, that is comfort to me, that is security to me. And I know there are many people who do not have that comfort and security right now. So that is a brief history of my explanation with how I got into online teaching, which actually inevitably led me to classroom teaching, to then lead me to OutSchool, which is now what I do basically as a full-time job right now. I am also personally learning from this situation and diversifying my income streams. I'm trying the best that I can to do that. But that is it, you guys. If you are watching this right now, this video is going on my YouTube channel on Sunday. I just couldn't sit down and edit it. I will be traveling for the next couple days and really just wanted to come in, say hi, hope that you are all doing well. Let me know your thoughts, whether it be on Instagram or on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure, again, you are subscribed. I will have several other videos. I'm not joking when I say I just sat here and I brainstormed ways to help as a teacher who is currently at this point in time not affected by any online change. That doesn't mean online change won't come for my companies or the companies you guys may currently work for. It's just that's how it is right now. And while I'm not affected, I want to help. I want to contribute because I know there are people out there looking for answers, looking for their next step. So if you're just watching this on Instagram, check for this video again on Sunday on YouTube. By the way, if you're watching this right now on Instagram, put hashtag seen it in the comments of the YouTube video. And I think I'm going to send that person a Starbucks card, some coffee on me. So if you're watching this, the 5 people, I think one of which is my mom. Hi, Mom. It's true. When this video comes out on Sunday, I think that's the 8th, put in the comments like hashtag seen it. And I'll know that you saw this video on Instagram. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out with me here in a live. Hope to see you in the replay on Sunday. I'll probably still be traveling. Have a fantastic weekend. Oh, Natalie, you are so welcome. I hope that you're doing well. I hope all teachers here are doing well. I hope my history of layoffs and feeling bad and sad and playing the pity party was a little bit helpful. I know it's not always helpful to hear like, well, when I had this happen to me, but take from me my mistakes. Don't sit and wallow. It wasn't your fault this happened. The Chinese government didn't say, well, I just really don't like Kristen teaching with Dino. Let's cut all the teachers. VIP is not affected right now. That's just my example. So don't take it personally. Also, if you did not know this, there are ESL parents in China searching for their teachers. Go and search this on Facebook. I'm not really sure where this is all listed, but go and find it. So, Natalie, put that hashtag when it goes live on YouTube. This video is going live on YouTube. There's going to be a giveaway on it, so I'll check you all there. Have a great weekend. Thank you all. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching a vertical video. Have a great weekend, you guys. I will see you all on Tuesday. Next video going live on Tuesday. If you're watching on Instagram, the link's in the bio. Make sure you are subscribed. Bye.